Are you ready for an adventure filled with excitement and surprises? In this video, you'll witness completely unexpected moments, situations that happen suddenly without any warning, and will leave you holding your breath. From astonishing scenes that will amaze you to thrilling moments that will leave you in awe, get ready for a one-of-a-kind experience. Buckle up and prepare yourself. Let's dive into this thrilling journey now. Watch this shocking scene as a car drives calmly down the road, only for a massive tree trunk to suddenly fall on it unexpectedly. An unbelievable moment that highlights how unpredictable and dangerous nature can be. An astonishing scene. Watch as the melting ice falls into the sea, causing a boat full of people to sink. A dramatic moment that shows how nature can be both mesmerizing and perilous at the same time. Watch this incredible scene. Large amounts of melting ice are falling into the sea, causing the water levels to rise alarmingly, almost triggering a flood. Nature shows us its power and beauty all at once. Watch this strange scene. Heavy rain falls from the sky, and suddenly a huge spark lights up the place. An exciting moment that combines the beauty of rain with the mysterious power of nature. In this breathtaking scene, we witness the immense power of nature as the sea floods with an overwhelming force, almost swallowing the entire area. A moment that reflects the grandeur of nature and, at times, its uncontrollable fury.
Back in 2020.
In a quiet moment inside the restaurant, where everyone was enjoying their meals and conversations, the ground suddenly shook beneath their feet with the force of an unexpected earthquake. Voices grew louder, and the atmosphere shifted from comfort to panic as people quickly moved from their chairs, scrambling to escape and search for safety amidst the chaos that filled the place. In a terrifying moment, as the violent flood swept through the low-lying areas, panic spread among the people, and they began rushing at full speed towards the highest peaks and elevations. They were desperately searching for any elevated place to protect themselves from the rising flood waters, which showed no sign of stopping. It became a desperate struggle for survival as the flood engulfed everything in its path, turning the scene into a fight for life.
This guy was loading.
As the car was parked next to the tree, something unexpected happened. The tree suddenly shook and fell, putting the car in danger in an instant. Look at what's happening. This scene is almost engulfing the entire area, as it seems the disaster is rapidly approaching and flooding everything in its path. During the heavy rainfall, a sudden powerful electrical spark occurred, causing a massive tree to fall, a shocking scene that reflects the unpredictable power of nature.
And
as cars were moving calmly along the road, the unexpected happened. The mountain suddenly began to collapse, with massive rocks falling onto the road, completely halting traffic and leaving everyone in shock and fear.
in 24.
From a distance, smoke suddenly rises thick and intense, as if a volcano has just erupted, a majestic scene that embodies the power and mystery of nature.
On November 3rd.
A family rushes out of their home in panic as a powerful earthquake strikes the area, only to witness their house collapse entirely moments later. A tragic scene that reflects the magnitude of the disaster.
This volcano.
A group of people stands in awe, watching the raging volcano as molten lava bubbles and erupts violently, a scene that blends fear and fascination at the immense power of nature.
Nebraska.
Fierce winds tear through everything in their path, swallowing everything with unstoppable force. leaving behind a terrifying scene of destruction, as if nature itself has decided to take everything in its way without mercy.
Back in
As the heavy rain poured down like never before, a sudden spark ignited due to the intensity of the storms, adding a terrifying touch to the already dramatic scene.
and they also got to experience what snow lightning is like.
In a terrifying moment, the woman screamed loudly, overwhelmed by the deafening sound of the thunder that shook the entire place with its immense force. A raging volcano blocks the roadway, with molten lava flowing violently, cutting off paths and turning the area into a dangerous scene that threatens everything around it.
Back in 20...
A sweeping flood engulfs the area, destroying everything in its path without mercy, dragging cars with immense force, and turning the roads into rivers of chaos and destruction.
About 12 months...
A fierce storm combining violent winds and heavy rain strikes with destructive force, shattering everything in its path and leaving behind a scene of devastation and chaos.
This hailstorm...
Watch as the violent winds rush into the house with immense force, wreaking havoc on everything and leaving behind destruction, as if nature is unleashing its fury without limits.
He left something...
A man runs happily in the rain, enjoying every moment, when suddenly, powerful sparks appear unexpectedly, disrupting the joyful atmosphere and adding an element of surprise to the scene. The fierce wind sweeps everything in its path, not just objects, but even people who find themselves powerless against it, as if nature is swallowing everything in its way. As the car was driving calmly on the road, a tree suddenly fell in front of it, causing an unexpected halt to traffic and creating sudden chaos.
Back in 2015...
The fierce wind strikes with all its force, smashing houses and scattering everything in its path, while objects are swept into the air as if they have no control over their fate. As the boat sailed through the sea amidst heavy rain, the sky suddenly cracked open with a powerful spark, illuminating the scene with a sudden flash of light in the darkness. A massive fire engulfs the forest, sparked by the sudden spark from the rain, turning the area into a sea of flames in an instant.
This reporter in France...
As people stood by the sea to take a photo, suddenly a huge wave crashed into them, causing them to fall to the ground in a moment of chaos and shock.
Back in...
As we witness the power and fury of nature unfold before us, remember that the world around us is full of unpredictable and astonishing phenomena. All we can do is stay prepared and embrace whatever comes our way, as life itself is full of surprises. If you enjoyed the video, don't forget to subscribe to the channel and turn on notifications, and make sure to leave a like to support us. Thank you for watching, and stay tuned for more.